Buongiorno. Today is the big day. Today is Ferrari day, hence again why I'm all branded up. So it's, what time is it? It is 9:14 in the AM in Italy, in Modena. I'm going to the Enzo Ferrari Museum first, and then we're going to the one in Maranello afterwards later on. I'm booked in for 10 AM for Enzo Ferrari Museum. It's only 5 minutes down the road, so I don't know, there's no harm in being early. And then I'm booked into the one in Maranello at 1:30. Maybe I've allowed too much time for both, but I feel like it's one of those places where you're going to have to drag me away, and I'm sure there's going to be plenty to see. If there is time in between, I'm going to try and squeeze in a quick run around of this piece of shit rental car. Another beautiful morning. What's the car saying? I'm going to start it, haven't I? Refinement. The car says 11 degrees currently, but it said it is only 9:15 in the morning. It's supposed to hit 20 again later on. Or it was 22 yesterday at its peak. It was lovely, but the sun is shining. I've had a hotel breakfast, which was crap to be honest with you, but it was one of those just grab. So I had 2 of everything, I think. Because why not? May as well stock up. I don't know when I'm going to eat again. So yeah, I'll stop rambling. Next stop, the Enzo Ferrari Museum. Okay. So just out of the Enzo Ferrari Museum, which I must say is pretty spectacular. The outside doesn't give much away. It's a weird kind of bubbled yellow roof thing that looks like it could have been off the set of the Teletubbies, but it's all about the inside anyway, which is amazing. Just an array of all the history, obviously, of where even the Italian car industry started, all through the history of Enzo and then up to modern day. And then there's a separate little building, which is the Gianni Agnelli building. Gianni Agnelli of the Fiat family group, whatever you would call them. But some of the cars, incredible. There's a 166 MM. There's a 365 in a wonderful verde colour, a 250 GTL in a lovely bronze, amongst others. The Ferrari F2003 GA, not the most successful Ferrari, but it still won a championship, one of the most entertaining championships of the Schumacher era. It's fully engine and gearboxed up and everything. It's brilliant. A whole array of engines. They put on this strange kind of short 10-minute movie about Enzo, which is how should I say, classically Italian, but brilliant. It's a great museum, and very well organised. If I had more time, because I have to get to the other museum now in Maranello, I have an hour, but I want to get there. It's about 25 minutes away, and just kind of have a look around the surroundings, because that's just Maranello is obviously proper Ferrari country. In this country, in this city, etc., etc. I'll obviously throw in some footage of inside there, but yeah, if you're coming here, I thoroughly recommend. Maybe perhaps don't come fully emblazoned, although they welcome you with open arms. Several people came up asking me questions, assuming I was a staff member of the museum. Thankfully, I was able to answer questions with my unending knowledge of Ferrari, but yeah, if you don't want to be annoyed, perhaps don't come in Ferrari gear to the museum. But yeah, next stop, the next Ferrari museum in Maranello. Ciao. So I've arrived at the Ferrari museum in Maranello. My ticket's not until 1:30, so I have a little bit of time to kill, but I think it's worth kind of wandering around Maranello, because it's really is Ferrari country. As far as this guy hasn't been asked to leave, 997 GT3 RS, with, as you can see, orange wheels. Get this on camera. You can't really see what I'm doing. I do apologise for the even lesser sound quality. I've decided to just leave my microphone in the car because I'm just carrying too much shit, and I'm a little bit hungover. But yeah, I'm just gonna have a wander around, see what I can see, and then we'll head inside in a short while. Clothes get me in behind the gate? Probably not. Just a Pirelli 812 thing drove by just there a second ago. And also this a Dakar up Panda 4x4. Excelente. Oh, to know the right people. So close, it's so far. Look what's being towed along. Please come out this way. Come on. Amazing. Is that an F300? F310? I have to look that up. Bring back gold wheels. E39 528i just turning to dust. Shame there's nothing on track at the moment, but if I lived near here, I would be here quite often, and I'm sure you get to see some special shit. Tirano. That's where you peek through, by the way. It's not exactly a optimised viewing spot. It's obviously been DIY'd a bit by the Tufosi. Stuff like this is just thrown on corners around here. I'm doing it for display purposes for this place. But yeah, you see, like, young fellas just cycling by on their bikes, couldn't give a shit. Would I be the same? Maybe. Probably not. Just off the gaggle of aromas, as you do. Bloody hell, really is a gaggle.
So I just realised I went into the museum and just started shooting stuff before I even mentioned that I was going in, and I'm finished now. It's amazing, of course it is. So many incredible things. It's hard to know where to start. Old Formula 1, new Formula 1, the 16mm from back in the day, the original 8C, Alfa Romeo 8C that started Scuderia Ferrari. Yeah, there's too much. Like I took loads of photos and videos, which I'll get around to. You may have already seen it, maybe I'll put them in already. Maybe I'll overlay it and whatever, you'll get it. Incredible. The only big fuck up I did was they do factory tours. They only do them twice a day, 12:30 and 1:30. And my ticket for the museum was at 1:30. So yeah, I'll have to come back because I said the factory tour is quite interesting. They bring you to the factory, and then they also bring you around Fiorano on a bus, which would have been interesting. But that was my mistake. Here's a Ferrari 360 on UK plates. I was talking to the guy who owns it, and he started speaking to me in Italian first, which has happened a few times. I don't think I look Italian, but there you go. And yes, it's got the correct gearbox, it's a manual, that you can quite see. Yeah, it is a manual. We were kind of worried, there was kind of rumours flying around that there was some sort of private event going on, which I would have been really pissed off about because I pre-booked my ticket, but no, all is well. But yeah, it's still daylight, it's a beautiful day again. I don't have any other, I could probably go to Lamborghini now, but again it'll be a rush job, and yesterday it was too much rushing. I'm going to have to come back, to be honest with you. If, you know, a Monday afternoon to a Wednesday morning is not long enough to take all of this in. So there's some advice for you. One, to book a full week, and two, when you're doing the Ferrari stuff, the tours of the factory, 12:30, 1:30, and book it, because apparently it books out pretty quickly. But also make sure you do book it, because I didn't and I'm an idiot. But yeah, I'll be coming back. No doubt there'll be some more footage before the end. I don't think this will be the end of the adventure, but that's it for now. Talk to you again shortly, maybe, I don't know, we'll see.